It's more, you know, they're talking more about they're talking more about the two children who froze to death. They said that the mother asked for help. Y'all know homeless is dear to my heart. Homeless people are really dear to my heart. Hate Miss Sharon because homeless. Some of them don't have family, don't have anything. And that woman said she went to everybody asking for help. Everybody. And nobody would help her. So nobody would help her. Hey, why me? Hey, Miss Marcelle. They said nobody would help the woman, according to her. And it seemed like she could have had some issues herself. But she said she went to everybody. And it took for 2 kids to freeze to death for people to want to help her. You know, after the fact of things happening, people always want to reach out. Hey, Miss Charlene. But what about helping before things happen? You know, people say don't tell things. Okay, Miss Catherine Seal. It's just a lot of people, y'all, that are homeless, sleeping under bridges. And I don't think I ever told y'all this story, but when I was in college, I almost got into anthropology. A lot of people don't know what anthropology is. And to me, it goes right along with sociology. And my professor here wrote for a grant. And in that particular grant, it was that we were going to go to some of the worstest inner cities where homeless people were, and we were going to act as if we were homeless, I think for 2 weeks. And to honestly feel what they felt, you know, how they felt. And I signed up to do it. And I don't figure out what happened, but I unassigned myself to it. Because when I really read the details of what was going to happen, see, we were going to be out there in them tents, up under them bridges too. We were. And we had to do everything they did. The bathing and everything. Hey, Miss Mike Carter, the bathing and everything. And it was just not an experience I don't think I was ready for. So I didn't do it. I liked it, the professor, but I didn't trust the professor. Now, what do you mean? I liked him, but I didn't trust him to tell us everything what we were walking into. He was just that type of professor. I can't say he was weird because everybody thinks we're weird, psychologists and stuff, and you know. But I didn't trust him to, because he had done it several times. I ain't trust him to tell us the whole thing. And I said, now, who gonna build the tents for us to sleep in? And he said, y'all are. I started looking like, I ain't. I started thinking. And I decided not to go. And I didn't go. I just didn't. And now that I see it firsthand, that's why I started helping homeless. Girl, what? Don't come over here with this stupid child. I ain't got time for this tonight. Let me get rid of you now. And I'm talking about something important. You talking about, girl, shut up. Yeah, it's some weird folks on YouTube. I guess that's what helped they be holding me for not just coming all the time. They weird. But they did it, you know, according to them. And it wasn't like they expected, but I knew that. Um, and I don't think we could take money. I can't, it's been so many years, I can't even really think of all the details about it, but for people to have to sleep in a van, in a parking garage, with their children, and you take one child to the hospital, and while they pronouncing that child, they bring the baby in, and that child is the same way. And you know, when everything happens, people love to do interviews. They love to get on the TV, and they ain't done nothing. I don't get it. I don't get it. And why people think it won't happen to me, let me tell you, you can be up today and down tomorrow. You really can. You can be up today and down tomorrow. You really can. So you have to be careful. You have to be very careful. Really do. All right. Okay. Y'all, we came over here, and again, just because they don't have a badge here does not mean that they're not a supporter on YouTube. I just keep thinking of what could happen. I'm gonna tell this story. Yeah, I didn't want to tell it on Facebook, so I did. But when you're talking about homes, let me tell y'all something. And I'm gonna be as transparent as I can be. My mother has a rental house, and she has a nice family in it. And she the lady's been renting it for what, 5 years? 5, 6 years. She keeps it clean, she keeps it decent. She does not complain. If she's late, she'll pay the late fee. And so that sister that I told you all about, she ups and gets upset with my mother because she's no longer handling anything. And she tries to evict these people, this woman and her daughter. Yeah, she got like a 13-year-old daughter. And she's married. She has a husband. And she tried to evict them for no reason. And so she contacted me and brought me all her receipts that she had in fact paid her rent, where the sister was trying to tell my mother she hadn't. But receipts don't lie with your signature on them. And so I presented the stuff to my mother, and my mother wrote her a letter and told her that she would not be over the rental house anymore. That I was taking it over, and they'll be bringing the money or the check or whatever to me or her. And I don't know who she thinks she is. Now, I really don't. But the lady called me and she said, "You got a minute?" And I said, "Yes." She's like, "I just got something in my door. I don't understand what it is." So I said, "Do you mind bringing it to me?" So she did, and I looked at it. I said, "Oh, okay. Let me respond to this immediately." So I told my mother what she had done. And she went down to the magistrate and tried to evict her and say she hadn't paid rent in 3 months. And she don't pay my mother. And my mother told her, she went on and sent her a letter. Because I said, "Mama, you better put that in writing. You better put that in writing. Because you don't know your daughter like you think you know her. And like the doc know her." And so my mother did put it in writing. And so I went down to the magistrate to respond to it and gave them the receipts that she paid and the letters that my mother sent out. don't know if people are fearful when they feel like people got a lot of education and they don't. But I told her, I said, if I don't pay this mortgage, man, Till ain't going nowhere. I don't care what y'all don't say I am. Y'all, if y'all don't give me a receipt and I can prove that I've paid the mortgage, I got the other side of the money order. If she cashed out, she had the cash outs, and the receipt was rolled out to her, how you throw somebody out? Who are you to throw anybody out of something your name ain't nowhere on? I told you it's your own phone now. I told you. Am I lying? Tell.
No.
I wish I was lying, but I'm not. That's why I told you I had to let all that other stuff go. And I am getting my mama business back in order that this girl has destroyed. I just ain't came out here and just said it all. She has tried to destroy it. And she the one with that preacher and the Bible told her and trying to quote these scriptures. But you're evil. You're evil. And you know, I unfold everything you've done. You know I know. That's why you don't push me. Because I know. So, anyway, I just want to let you know, there are still people that's in your family that's nasty. Why would you? Because this woman at this particular time, she just worried, and she is married, but she worried about her and her daughter. And I would. But I said, how can somebody put you out of somewhere and you don't pay? She said, I know, Doc, but you know, it's loophole. And when you think you smarter than the other, I said, child, ain't got nothing to do with it. You ain't gonna put me out nowhere and I don't pay my money. And so today was supposedly be the day that she had to be gone by 12 o'clock. Yes. I said, I'm on my way down now. Because she called me. She said, Doc, I said, I'm on my way. And my sister was on her way. I told you my mama doing major renovation. And the electrician, he came today. So I wanted her to stay there. And she said, you call me. You call me if you need me. I said, okay, mama. I said, but I ain't going to need you. Because there ain't nobody coming now. I knew that. My mama knew it. And so now we just going to, now she need to be dealt with just a tiny bit to keep her nose out of my mama's business. Yeah. So the only way you do that is you deal with it legally. You go retain a lawyer. And you go from there. That's all you can do. And, because I don't know who died and left her in charge. See, that's what I'm trying to figure out. And I can't. So, and all the lies. You can think you too smart, but you can't tell lies on legal documents. But anywho, I just came by to tell y'all that little story. It's cold, it gets hot, it's cold, it gets hot. This woman and her daughter, and the reason why I keep saying her daughter, because she said, I am married, but right now, I'm a mother with a daughter. They can't be on the street. And she said, you can see, I have been late, but I paid my late fee. But you late after 10 days, not 2. You late after 10, not 2. Is what I've always been told. And I told y'all, my ex-husband, that's what he has. All rental house apartments and everything. I told y'all that. See, I ain't new to none of this. I ain't new to the renovations or anything. He built houses. So I know about what I'm talking about. I know what I'm doing. But I guess, I don't know. Because she older than me, she thinks she going to have one up. I just told Tia, I'm going to sit back and let it all play out. And when it plays out, Mama will make the move. And she did. She made, she made the move. I did. But before I go into anything, I'm going to know everything that's going on. So won't nothing be put on me. And that's exactly what I've been doing. That's why I've been so tired. I've been researching. Uh-huh. I've been walking her down. See, sometimes you get to talking about other folks and accusing other folks and stuff, and you need to look back at yourself. Oh, yeah. But anybody who know me, and she should really know me, knowing that I ain't going to let nobody do my mama wrong. No. My mama got a faithful person in that house, and they going to stay there. As long as they pay their rent, they going to stay there. Yes. Ain't that the truth? I mean, they gotta stay there. People are evil. She evil. Oh, she evil. Yo, yeah. But you know what? God gonna deal with it. And that's what Mama tell me every day. Stop worrying about it, baby. God gonna deal with it. I said, Mama, I said, well, I'm worried about that. You ain't worried. You ain't worried. I mean, I went so far, I got this girl off my mama medical stuff. I got off of it. I don't know what she'll do. I really don't. I don't trust her like I don't trust these folks in the street. I just don't. Not with my mama. I don't. No. So, anywho, like I said, stuff like that I shared over here. I'm not really going to say it on Facebook because this is, it's more like a small family like we had before, just a few of us, and talking. And it's the truth. I'm not going to come over here and act like everything perfect in my house and I'm reporting on other stuff in other folks' house. No. Oh, yeah, that's what she is, Miss Joanne. Oh, yeah. And she know exactly how I feel, and I don't hide it. Just Nate. Tia. Tia couldn't believe it. I said, Tia, you and 100 other ones came. They can't believe it. You can't tell me not to preach about church. Okay. All right, let's do this drawing. We drawing out a supportive room. But I have about 4 or 5, I think. That Melissa Williams is a supporter over here. Tia is a supporter. Miss Mike Carter and Miss Marcia. A supporter here on YouTube. Those are the names we'll be pulling. Come on. Give me a name, honey. They are. They will shoot. Ooh. And they can do more damage. Honey, if I called you on the phone and told you about her, Miss Joanne, you'll say, yep, that's the wolf in sheep clothing. Yep, that's the wolf in sheep clothing. All right, y'all. Miss Mike Carter.
Congratulations, Miss Mike.
Miss Mike Carter is the person from from YouTube out of the supporter group. What is this?
That is a table.
Oh, a tabletop fountain.
Congratulations.
I wanted one of these.
Well, Miss Lisa Nolan, it's for supporters.
Oh, I know. I just said I wanted one of these. Oh. They're really good. I used to have one on my desk. I don't know what happened to it. Oh, you're so welcome, Ms. Mike Carter. We will send that to you. We do have your information. We want to say thank you. We want to say thank you for supporting. You always support. You really do. You and Ms. Marcia. Everybody who clicks on support, but y'all really go beyond. Yeah, and they carry a badge on both pages, don't they? Yes. And if I need anything, they always be willing to give. They really are. But we're starting back. We're picking out of the supporter room. I told Tia I want to at least do it twice a month. And so in March, she said we're going to look at that. I want to pull out a supporter group to let them know that we see you. I want the names to be down over here on YouTube that's on here so we can put you in there so you can get something too. Because I want to build this channel. I want to build YouTube. Because I feel like you're more free. You can talk. You can talk about things. You don't have to worry about replying to me and getting blocked. It's just, it's a lot I can say about a lot of things. I know a lot of things. I've seen a lot of things. But sometimes, you have to be careful over there on Facebook. You do. But anyway, I wanted to share that. I wanted to be as transparent as I could with you all. I told Till, I said, I'm going to share a story with them so they'll know. We don't come on here and be, we're normal just like y'all are. We go through trials and tribulations just like y'all are. You know, so won't nobody take nothing on my mama. I'm going to stand firm on it right now. Till this fight, making sure that she gets what she deserves from her father. Because that woman, he was married to, she a witch too. We been knew that now. But you have to fight with lawyers. You have to fight with documents. You have to fight with the law. Not physical, nothing. I want y'all to pray for that little girl, family. I told you that was unalive a week ago. They said they're having a hard time. Hard time. They had something for the little girl. And Tia asked me, was I going? I said, I can't tell you that about children. It was like a drive by and the family coming, you so supported, whatever. And then I think that she said that one of the local restaurants was doing something. I said, Tia, you know, I don't do mine like that. I cashed out the grandmother myself. I don't go out and give other people because I told Tia, you'll never know where it goes. And you never know what the family needs, you know. And it's, and I don't know this situation because it's not taking, I think Tia told me the funeral is, so I thought the funeral was today, but I think Tia said it's going to be Monday, I think. And you just don't know. You just don't know. Y'all, that's it for us for tonight. We're exhausted. We love you. God loves you more. We will be out here tomorrow. We will be on tomorrow. Over on Facebook, if you want to look, we showed the thing that the I don't know if you call it a basket box or whatever, but it's some nice things. And I will tell you this: there's people who donated to us to buy stuff to build a basket. They don't want their name to be called, but I thank you for it. Me and Till and I both thank you for it. And we don't mind giving back. That's why I went Till saw those cups. She remembered what I said. I said, Miss Marcia love cups like I do. And I absolutely love cups. I love them so much, I got them almost 60. And we ain't got nowhere else to put them. And Till want to put them in the storage house. But why you going to put them in the storage house when I just pick up every one that I want? I may have one for 2-3 months and then change it. You know, so I'm a cup person. And every time I go in the store, I think about a cup. And so when Tia saw that and saw Brian die, because Tia said, I can't get deals like you. The reason why Tia don't get deals like me is because Tia ain't been at it long enough. And I'll wait. It don't matter to me. If it's a good deal, I'll wait. I'll wait on it. And I told Tia about those baking pans. Yeah, I told her. I said, girl, the Brian died. It's all on sale. I said, yeah. She said, well, it ain't sound, so you got to scan it. And it's going to tell you a little small word. Buy one, get one free. Tia said, they ain't going to let me do it. I said, no, it ain't going to work on the same transaction. But you can do 1 or 2 transactions and get it. And she found out you can. And she did. I'm proud of her. I'm proud of her. And first thing I said when I looked at that, I said, I look like Miss Marcia. She said, you think so? I said, but, you know, it didn't matter. She had, you know, she bought 3 of each. So, you know, I probably still would have sent Miss Marcia one. Because it looks like it to me. Now, Miss Marcia said she either one, but I like this one. Maybe I just like this one. It just was something about it. It's cute. Miss Marcia won out of the group on Facebook. And this is the thing. All members go right back in there. So whoever win, they win it. But the name's going to go right back in there. It's going to go in now. Tia said in March we're going to be doing it twice. all names going there because they support us. They're gonna go in there. Yeah, and it's beautiful. Miss Mike Carter says beautiful. Miss Mike Carter, do you want to change and get one? Look at this one. It's up to you. It's up to you. Till I can show those two. I don't know what she planning to do with the other four. It is. I like this one too, Miss Marcia. That's why I said you may like this one. Till liked this one the best. And I liked that one the best. But they're still cute. And then they got the little thing on them, so they're cute. And it's supposed to keep the ice up for what, a day or two? I think it's supposed to be 2 days. All right, y'all. Till is going to sleep. And I'm gonna let y'all go. I'll keep the water fountain. I always want. Okay, Miss. And Till, you know, when I called your name, Till had said, she said, Miss Mike Carter seemed like she'll like that. I said, no, Miss Mike Carter would like something like Bath and Body stuff or whatever. Till just looked at me and said, okay, whatever. But I let Till pick the gifts. She not. Did you see? She said, Till is not gonna let you keep one. She's not. She's not a cook. She is not.
Doc do not need nothing.
And that
Especially,
is the truth. I don't need anything. I don't. I do not. I had told Till not to buy me nothing for Valentine. And Till said it doesn't, and I agree with this. It does not matter if you're my friend. And I've always given friends Valentine gifts. Always. So it doesn't matter. But I tell Till likes to go out. And if she even hear me say I want something and my cousin ain't got it, Till go buy it. Why? And I get mad at her. I fuss at her. Just because I see something, I say, oh my God, that's pretty. I have a problem with pocketbooks. I don't need another pocketbook. When I went and cleaned out my closet and Till saw the pocketbook, she said, you don't need not one more pocketbook. Not a bag, not a nothing. But that don't keep these eyes from looking and want one. But I tell myself, I got enough pocketbooks. I got enough. I don't need no more pocketbooks. I got pocketbooks in now. Coaches, never worn. What's the one that you like to get me one from all the time? My cousin bought me one. Steve Madden, I love Steve Madden. But Michael Kors, I got a Michael Kors, and Tia asked me, she said, somebody spent a lot of money on that Gucci bag. And it's kind of like a briefcase. She said, why you don't wear it? You just use it to throw stuff in it. And I thought about it. I said, why I don't wear it? And for the last 2 weeks, I have been wearing it. But I told Tia, it's heavy. It's heavy. It's nice. And yes, it costs because I registered and everything, but that just don't do anything for me anymore. And that's why I tell you all, if you have kids and you buy everything for your child when they're real young, they don't have anything to look forward for. My first husband bought me all of that. I had Gucci when I was in college. That just don't move me. But I'm appreciative. I'm appreciative of anything anybody gives me, but I can go get a $20, $30 bag from JCPenney and be just happy. Now, one thing that I did when I think I showed you all, the Black Brahmin overnight. Now, I love that. I wanted the brown one, but I thank God for the black one. You know, when folks give me stuff, I say, thank you, Lord, and keep going. But I had been wanting that for a year. And I told my cousin, he was gonna buy it. But then somebody bought it and sent it to me. So we don't just bring it and say that. A lot of people don't want people to know that they, so we don't tell it. But I appreciate everything people do for me because they don't have to do anything. That's why I'm such a giver. Because I have parents that are givers. And when they're givers, it rubs off on you. And I know you can't, be God-given. God has been so good to me with my health and my strength. And I ask him all the time, Lord, please help me to be able to help my mother and let nobody take advantage of her. That is my prayer every day. That is my prayer. For nobody to take advantage of my mother. And God keep me here and healthy to help my mother. That's it. That's all. I have dropped a lot of stuff. Y'all will see me travel a little next week. Until now, we ain't told y'all a lot about it because we want y'all to go with us on it. But we're going on a vacation very soon. And we're going to take y'all with us. And it ain't a 2-3 day vacation. It's not. We're going to do something we ain't never done. We're going to have all our equipment with us. I even got a $500 camera somebody sent me. But me and Till ain't figured it out. It's so many gadgets to the camera. So we just ain't had time to sit down and figure it out. So with that being said, good night. We love you. God loves you more. Y'all, this is the Doc and Till, and we're out on this Friday night, Saturday night. See y'all tomorrow.